I'm Chef Tony. Thank you for joining me today on Tony's Table. Today's guest is going to be my best friend and brother, Ryan Hurley. He is one of the co-founders of the Smart Collective and also going to be the office manager for EVO Labs Florida's Gainesville location. Come on, let's get ready for Ryan to come and pay us a visit while we make an adult version of his childhood favorite, pizza. Now, believe it or not, him and I actually have a common grounds on this. His favorite was this boxed Chef Boyardee build-your-own pizza when he was a kid. Funny enough, when I was a kid, my dad bought these same things for me to make for my brother and sister. And when I saw that this was one of his favorite items, I was like, of course, I've got to do something that I have a little history with too, and make a grown-up version of his childhood favorite. Let me show you what we got going on today. Come on, let's see. Hey, Ryan.
Chef Tony.
How's it going, bro? Why don't you come in and see what we got going on today?
Yeah, I'm real excited. Some of my friends at the Weed for Warriors project told me you had a new place.
I'm liking this, man. Thanks for bringing a little attention to some of our friends as well on the visit. Come on in and take a look.
So this is Aha Pure Foods. I love it. Why don't
Yes.
you show me around?
Well, come on in and take a look at what we got going on today. All right, so as we said on today's show, we're talking with Ryan Hurley of the Smart Collective and EVO Labs Florida. I figure who better than somebody that works in the lab to help us understand the endocannabinoid system and how the CBD itself will help us in the food that we're making today.
Sure, I'd love to talk a little bit about that, and I certainly do not claim to be the world's expert on this. There are many fine doctors and research teams all over the world that could certainly speak a little more eloquently or in depth than I could, but just as a basic overview.
Yeah.
The route of administration is what we used to call it in the healthcare world, right? Coming from a nursing background.
Yeah.
And so we typically think of taking cannabis in different forms, right? Inhaled, sublingually.
Yeah, most people always think about quickly being able to have a smoke or something, and we're trying to do things a little more healthy.
Right. Yeah. But you actually see added benefits to cannabis when you ingest it and put it through your digestive system. It really becomes more of a daily healthcare supplement, just like I know your philosophy is, bringing those back into the daily diet.
Yeah, bringing cannabinoids in all forms back into our daily diet, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's right. Not just in sporadic treats,
Exactly.
but this is something that can be added to any meal. And I'm so excited about your show that you're going to show people how to do this.
Thank you. I've been cooking for a long time. And you also know that I've had a lot of cannabis knowledge and industry and passion in this industry for a long time.
Sure.
But it's surprising. I've even found the science today surprising. I've had part of the reason why I'm doing Tony's Table is not only to help educate others, but in ways to help re-educate myself in new technologies, new ways of making oils and butters. There's just so many ways that we have of isolating the cannabinoids or the THC or the terpene. We know that the different parts of the plant all do different things, but we also know that all of the plant works together towards that homeostasis. So I'm looking forward to things and laws changing here in Florida that will allow us better access to what we both know as the entourage effect through whole plant medicine.
That's right.
Now, right now, with the current laws in Florida, we don't have access to the flower yet, but we do have access to products that we can use in cooking.
That's right.
And try and get us as close to that natural effect as possible.
Absolutely.
As you know, Colette, our friend at CR World, gave me some CBD oil to put in our foods. Now,
Yes.
this stuff has been made with coconut oil. It's actually a simple process, really healthy. We know that coconut oil itself is healthy for the system. People use it all. I know people that wake up every day and will take a little shot of coconut oil. You know, it's healthy fat. It's a good fat for your system and helps you through your day. And it's a great medium for cannabinoids.
It's true.
Safety, we know, is a big deal in food. I mean, just as a food aspect as far as ingredients are concerned. So I can only imagine how important that is to our cannabis supply that we want to put into our foods.
Absolutely.
You know, can you tell us how exactly what do we do? How important is testing for us in the cannabis world, as far as, like, for me, for what I do as a cook, and just for patients in general?
Well, as a registered nurse, you know, I kind of approach things from that perspective with a healthcare patient safety aspect. And so we want to make sure that the DOH adopts rules that are strong on pesticides, that allow us to test the soils and the end products for harmful things like heavy metals, arsenic, and lead.
Yeah.
And now that they are allowing the producers to create their oils with hydrocarbon processing, we want to make sure all of those residual solvents are removed from the oil before it becomes added to a food item, so that it's safe for human consumption.
Absolutely. We need to not only test the cannabis that's grown, we need to test the products that the cannabis is turned into. All right, well, let's go get our hands dirty, okay?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. my buddy's talking.
What time it is?
Well, you grab your bowl. I'm grabbing mine.
All right.
Ready?
And here's to a healthy cannabinoid infused pie on Pie Day from Chef Tony.
And from Ryan Hurley at Smart Collective. Thanks everybody for joining us today, but we got some munchies to do.